Hey y'all, Killian here, bringing you a half-year update on the Nicks Waterwork BuilderPros. Once again, if you haven't seen these before, these are 8-inch tall steel toe BuilderPros in black weather shield leather on the 55 last. So you got the new 365 stitch down construction, meaning you got stitching going all the way around the full perimeter, even around the heel counter here. You can see it goes down to a single row from the double row on the vamp like you normally have on your stitch down P&W boots. And then going to the outsole, there's no stitching, no screws, no additional perforations for water to get in through. The sole itself, you'll notice, is a single piece Vibram unit lug. So once again, no leather heel stack, nothing to soak up water, no nails for water to, come up through the holes and get wicked up into the boot. Got a rubber midsole and a half midsole acting like a sort of alignment shank to reinforce that 55 last over here. And yeah, that's the basic design of the boot. Like I said, had these half the year now. Got them last July, back when I was still living in San Diego. And as you can imagine, in July in San Diego, it was pretty hard to find anywhere that was wet enough to put a water-resistant boot to the test. So if you're on the Nicks Facebook group, you might remember the video I did. I drove 3 hours out to the desert, chased down a thunderstorm, and walked around in the rain to, baptize these babies. And they held up great then. And now I'm actually living in the Northern Czech Republic, where, as you can imagine, the climate's a lot different than San Diego. And they're seeing rain and snow and slush on a daily basis here. And they've held up great, couldn't ask for more. And they actually finally soaked through on me and got my socks wet the other day. And that was after 4 or 5 hours being out in just a nasty mixture of rain and snow, and slush, doing chores around the house. So I can tell you it takes at least 4 or 5 hours of nonstop exposure to the elements to get these wet, at least mine did. Another nice feature about these is when you do get them wet, they dry a lot faster than your traditional construction P&W boot. And once again, I think that's got to do with the fact there's just so much less leather down here. You don't have that massive stack of leather under the shank and the midsole and everything that just holds moisture. And, in a lot of cases, takes a day or longer to fully dry. I'll get these wet, come back, chuck them on top of the furnace, and within 3-4 hours, I can put them on again and don't get my socks wet. So all around, a highly water-resistant design for a non-rubber boot, and for a P&W boot, honestly, exceptionally water-resistant compared to what you normally get from your BuilderPro or Hotshot or equivalent from any of the other big brands. So as you can tell, probably about ready for a bit of treatment here. You can see a bunch of staining from the road salt on the kilties here, and then kind of all over the boot. So I'd want to wash that out and get them conditioned. But what I'd like to do is do a side-by-side comparison, since not a lot of you have this leather. There's not a whole lot of experience out there with it yet. So I'm gonna take one of these boots, save the right one, give that one a wash with saddle soap, give it a dose of Obenoff's oil, then a couple coats, if it comes to it, of Obenoff's Alpine, and then keep this one as is, and I'll just wear them side by side and see how the black weather shield leather holds up, both treated and conditioned, and then untreated. And yeah, just do a controlled experiment, if you will. side by side, see how it wears. And I'd like to actually do a video on that here soon. Just run you through my standard care routine. I'm not going to tell you it's the way to clean a boot, but it's my way of cleaning a boot, and it's worked for me. So stay tuned. I'm going to try to put that out there when I can. And yeah, Nicks Waterwork BuilderPros. Thanks for watching.